Hello, I can't hear you. No, I see it but don't hear you. Yes, I
Hi,
hear
are you the teacher? Hello?
Yeah. Hello.
Yes. Yeah, hello.
Welcome.
Hi, are you the teacher?
Yes.
Hello?
So, hi dear, Fagun.
Hi, yes, what's your name?
Durgesh. I would be gonna teach you the yoga therapy and the Ayurveda.
Okay, got it. Where are you located?
I'm located right now in Rishikesh.
Okay. Oh,
Basically, I'm
wow. I love
such a beautiful.
Rishikesh.
Oh,
I
you've
was
been
locked
here?
down there. Yeah, I was there. When I was in lockdown, I got locked down in Rishikesh for 4 months.
Oh, lovely, lovely,
Yeah,
wonderful,
and
beautiful. On yourself.
where is your yoga school? Whereabouts is it? Near in Rishikesh, your yoga school?
Yeah, Gattu Ghat actually
Is that
is.
near Ramjura or Lakshmanjura?
It is actually on the Nilkant Road. It's
Okay.
away from the city completely, and it's beautiful near the river. Actually, we are having our
Oh,
school location.
wow.
You can visit to our website and you can see the location. It's very beautiful, even very beautiful than the Ramjula and Lakshmanjula.
Wow.
It's
Nice.
completely isolated area, so no noise at all.
Oh, wow. Oh, nice. So
So
yeah. So you
yeah,
said you're going to teach us the yoga therapy and Ayurvedic. When do we do
yeah.
Ayurvedic?
We're gonna start today from itself. It's
Okay.
a mix. After Ayurveda, we're gonna start yoga therapy. Okay.
Okay.
So, Fagun, before starting the session, I really want to get a little bit introduction of each one of you, so I
Okay.
get the idea about it. That how much information you are having related to the Ayurveda, and that's how I gonna conduct my class. It's gonna help me out. And so my name is Durgesh, and I'm basically from the Delhi, and I'm practicing this yoga and yoga therapy. I'm yoga therapist as well. So any
Okay.
doubt if you're having further related to your problems or anything, you can ask me the question. But yes, end of the class, and not during the class. Okay. And another thing, give me the time, because after completing this session, maybe all the questions which you are having would be answered in the coming session as well. So before putting the question, just think twicely and thrisely. If it is very much important, then ask. And question should be related to today's session. Okay, whatever we are doing in the session, whatever I'm teaching you, then your question should be related to that, because maybe your further questions, whatever you are coming to your mind, would be answered automatically by myself in coming session. Okay, so rather being wasting so much time to start questioning in the beginning, when session is completed, this whole session is completed, I think most of the questions would be sorted out.
And how long
Okay.
is the course? Is it throughout the whole time or?
24th, I think 24th, I'll 24th of Jan, would be finishing everything, and I'll give you the assignment related to that, and we would be having the question answer round as well. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I want your name, which country you belong, and any idea about the Ayurveda you are having. Have you heard this name, or are you practicing the Ayurveda? So one by one, you can answer me. So Fagun, we're gonna start from you. I know your name, so start which country you belong.
Sure. Okay, hi. Hi. Okay, so I'm from England,
Okay.
but I'm Indian origin. So my parents are
Okay.
from India, but I was born and brought up in England. And so yeah, I've been very interested in Ayurvedic actually for
Mhm.
some time. Um, and I do follow the diet and um, the way, the harmony, the Ayurvedic practice. I do practice that actually regularly. And I
Oh,
also did some yoga before, but I didn't really. We did a little Ayurvedic, but I think what happened. I worked with this doctor on like a
mhm.
daily basis, an Ayurvedic doctor, and she was really good. And so I learned a lot from her.
Okay. Lovely, lovely. That's beautiful. You have a little bit information about Ayurveda. Okay, Paladin.
Uh, hello. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Uh, my Dharma name is Karma Paldin Zangmo, and my Russian name is Venera. I was born in
Vanilla.
Venera,
Okay.
and now I'm located in Kathmandu, Nepal.
Wow.
I practice Vajrayana Buddhism.
Mhm.
It's Tibetan Buddhism, and I have heard lots about Ayurveda, and my doctor gave me some recipes of Ayurvedic churnas. It's
Oh.
really helpful, and the diet you gave me diet. It's very good for stomach and as well as for the whole like immune system, I think.
Okay.
Uh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Paladin. Okay, Pauline. Pauline, can you hear us? Okay, maybe he or she may be not here. So let's begin the session. We always start this session with the prayer. And with the Om chanting, we're going to start the Ayurveda class. Okay, so before starting the prayer, we require the posture. So keeping your back, neck straight, aligned, and make sure you are sitting on the comfortable place. Keep your back, neck erect, and chin parallel to the ground, and gently close your eyes. So go into your posture, go into your asana, palm resting on the knee, relax completely, and take few breaths which calm your body down. Deep, prolonged, slow inhalation, deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Inhale and exhale. Now, inhale for the 3-time Om. Take a deep breath. Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration and sensation. Join your both palm. Rub your palm. Place on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm gently. Open up your eyes with a great smile and say Om Shanti. So we always gonna start with this session, especially when we talked about the Ayurveda and the yoga. Uh, we start with the prayer, and especially the Sanskrit prayer. So our body, our mind would be prepared for the coming session. So you become more attentive. So I think all of you wanted to be a yoga teacher. So this, whenever you start your session, always start with the prayer. It gives the strong energy, bring the strong energy to the class, and then your student would be prepared for the session as well. Okay. So I'll just briefly going through our session. We're gonna talk about the Ayurveda, the meaning, literal meaning, the history, and how the diseases are formed. We're gonna talk about it. Then later on, we're gonna talk about the diet part according to the Ayurveda. Okay, and how the Panch Mahabhut, Sapt Dhatu are playing the role into that. That's we're gonna discuss about it. After understanding the concept of the disease, why diseases are forming into ourselves, like in human body is affected by that, then we're gonna talk about the solution, okay, with the help of the diet. So then we're gonna talk about the yoga therapy. In yoga therapy, we include the Ayurveda. Major part is included of the Ayurveda, the diet part, and understanding their personality. Okay, and yes, yoga therapy includes so many other things as well: homeopathic medicine, Unani medicine, these other branches of the herbal, even naturopathy, even all the things, even allopathic, if we think about it, that we required in order to treat the person, we can give the, we can take the help of the allopathy medicine as well. So yoga therapy, along with the rest of the branch, other method of the um, treatment, we can mix the yoga therapy, and then it's give you more quickly you are come out from your problems, your sickness or disorder or syndromes, whatever you are going through. uh, One more thing, don't expect that you would be a doctor or you start working as a yoga therapist after completing this course. Why? Because 1 month is very less. Okay, it's very less. It's give you the basic understanding. Yes, after completing session, you are ready to help your student in the general way, because Ayurveda and yoga therapy talks about the individual approach of every person, not general one. Okay, but yes, when you are designing your class, when you are about to conduct your classes, in that time you can use the yoga therapy, you can use the help of, you can take the help of Ayurveda, and you can provide, you can guide your student in general way. So I'm gonna talk about the general rules and regulation of the Ayurveda, okay, which would be safe for everyone. So that would be the course we're gonna, go through it. And after, and even between the courses, I'll, during the session, I'll give you the assignment, which you're gonna submit me at the last week, after 24th of January. Okay, so you have sufficient time. 1 week I'll give it to you to submit, and at the end of the, when session would be complete, I'll give you the assignment, which you're gonna submit me at the end of the January, last date of the Jan. Okay, but if anyone, do you have any issue, any problem, let me know about that thing, so I can extend your assignment date as well. So don't take tension about it. It's just simple assignment. I'll give it to you related to the session which we have. Go through it. So, and this is all the course about. Okay, and yes, make sure you would not be working as a yoga therapist and becoming the Ayurvedic doctor within a 1 month. For that, you require more experience about it. Okay, I hope this thing is clear. So before yes, we start from the understanding Ayurveda, this word. Okay, what do we mean by the Ayurveda? You heard lots of time Ayurvedic soap, Ayurvedic medicine, Ayurvedic, oil, ornaments, so many things, right? But what actually Ayurveda means? And media is promoting this Ayurveda is like everywhere. So it's become kind of a brand now. They are just putting the name and then they call that this is the herbal thing. But actually they are using the chemical as well. That is other things. Pharmaceutical companies making the common people fool by using this brand Ayurveda, this word. And but there's more than that. So let's start with the literal meaning of the Ayurveda. So I'll write it down for you, which give you more understanding. You can make the notes as well, which gonna help you. So if I'll write it down, Ayurveda. Okay. So Ayurveda, the word pronunciation, it's Ayurveda. Okay, in Sanskrit. And now we're gonna break this word into the two parts. Ayu and Ved. So this Ayu means long life or alive. Okay, this Ved means, the closer meaning of the Ved is knowledge, but it's not accurate word. It's not synonym of the Ved, but closer meaning, like more close to understand the Ved, because Sanskrit words, when we put into the translation into the English, it's difficult to explain. So I'll explain the knowledge itself. Knowledge. So Ayurveda, long life, alive, or aliveness. Ved, knowledge. Now, first we're gonna talk about Ayu. Ayu, long life, aliveness, are like everybody, I think all of you are looking for the long life. If not, but yes, healthy life, long plus healthy life. Why you require it? We're gonna I'll take this question in the next class. I would be gonna answer it. Ayurveda itself is, explaining that why you require long and healthy life. Okay. So are you long and healthy life and aliveness? Make you alive. Are you alive? This is the question. Are you think you are alive? We're gonna talk later on. But alive means you are enjoying each and everything, which you are connected to the present moment. You are living your life fullest. That means aliveness. It's not like daily you are doing monotonous lifestyle. You are just getting into the rat race, running after materialistic things, putting yourself in the completely denial mode and not accepting the reality. That is not the life which we are talking about. Life with aliveness, which you are aware of your action, conscious about your surrounding, enjoying the sunrise and sunset daily, enjoying the blooming of the flower around you, enjoying the moonlight, enjoying the taste of the food. But have you seen the people are walking, running, driving, and they are eating very fastly? It means even they are not able to enjoy the food. So what do you think? Are you alive still? It's more like a robot or mechanical lifestyle, isn't it? So alive has the very broad, explanation about this, especially this word. We are not alive. We forget to live our life. We are busy in doing we become work alcoholic. We are just quite busy and doing what? Meaningless things, which is you don't require to accumulate so many, things around you. People are running after the gold, diamond. The diamond and the gold is so precious nowadays, but it is just a stone. If you give it to the animal, they just throw it out. But if the food is most important. The water, the purity of the water is most important. The purity of the food is so most important. Pure air you require to live your life fully. So you are disease free. But we contaminated all these three things in order to get the stone, the gold, the silver, all the diamond. We're cutting the trees. We're not thinking about we require the air, pure air. What do you think? We are living our life. So this life, aliveness, is you are conscious about which make you alive, the things, the basic requirement which making you alive. You're ignoring that thing. You're busy in the superficial and artificial things to maintaining that. What do you think? It is intelligent part. You are wise to doing those things, beautifying yourself, using so many chemicals on your body, which can cause cancer or other fatal disease. So aliveness. So we are not alive because we are completely ignoring these aspects. We are consuming the chemicals, impure food, everywhere around you. Even everything is contaminated now. But other animals, other species are far better than us. They know and they are connected to the nature. If you observe their life, they are more alive than us. And we are living our life mostly like robot or something, other kind, like mechanical lifestyle we are having. So aliveness, are you? This are you is alive, which make you alive. How? Through the Ved. Ved means knowledge, more closer meaning knowledge. But knowledge is not theory part. You cannot share your knowledge. Knowledge is again the big word. The knowledge, I cannot share my experience with you. I cannot give my experience with you. Because language is incapable of giving you accurate experience. I cannot I cannot express my experience through the words. Because language has its own limitation. How you get the knowledge? There is a procedure of getting the knowledge. There's a huge procedure. The knowledge is individual approach. It's not which you can share it. I cannot share my knowledge with you because your mind always gather this knowledge as a piece of information. Your mind, your brain is taking my knowledge as a piece of information. You collect, you accumulate this piece of information, and then the procedure to getting your own knowledge is this. First, you understand Whatever I'm saying to you, you understand this thing. You contemplate, you listen, you understand, you contemplate. Then you experiment. Experiment, and then that experiment has the outcome, the result, good or bad, doesn't matter. And then you get your own experience. You feel good about it or you feel bad about it. And then by repetition, you get your own knowledge, your own experience. So very practical approach. It's not theory, which you can just read it and you forget about it. You gather the information through me, through the teacher, through many teachers, through your parents, through the society, through the books, through the media. Let's take one example, like first time you're cooking, first time you're swimming. You read about the how to swim, all the books about the swimming, but do you know how to swim? By reading it. You have to step into the water, right? When you step into the water, then you're gonna learn the swimming. By reading it, you cannot. Even I'm telling you how to swim, how to you have to move your hands, you cannot learn the swimming. Even driving the car, riding the bike, or cooking, all the recipe you read about it, your mom talked about the recipe, or your teachers talked about the recipe, but until unless you're not stepping into the kitchen and cooking the first time, even boiling the water, that is your own, with your own hand. Maybe the food is burned, it's not tasty, you want to throw it out, but that is your personal experience with it. And then now you become pro of cooking and riding or swimming. Same with the Ayurveda. So approach towards the Ayurveda, it has to be experiment. One, whatever I'm gonna tell you in the coming session, you have to experiment, you have to implement. Then you're gonna make the decision, I should implement in my life or I have to complete not practicing it at all. Even you cannot deny until unless you are not implementing it. Something is good or bad to you, you have to see it by yourself, not just because I'm saying to you. For example, if I'm just telling you, don't eat non-veg or don't smoke, don't drink, you're not just going through that statement and quitting everything. You have to quit and then experience how your body is transformed. And that would be your experience, that your body become, you get the panic or craving, more craving for you. You try to control your mind, but it's become difficult for you. Those things which the emotions you're going through it, that your own personal experience by quitting anything. And then you can decide, oh, I shouldn't be quitting it, or I should quit. That's after that. But first you have to try. So even accepting or denying, you require the experiment. Whatever whatever your mind is saying to you. Should I follow this diet or not? To understand that thing, you have to do the experiment with it. So Ayurveda. So get your own personal knowledge, you require practical approach, not the theory approach. So Ayurveda, when these two words combine, is a very become sacred knowledge. Very sacred knowledge, which I'm gonna talk about it. With the help of my guru, he taught me so many things. My knowledge is not only coming from the books, but many gurus, they taught me about the understanding the concept of the Ayurveda, and even my personal experience I'm gonna share with you. Not sharing, but I'm giving you information about it. And by going through that, you can get your own experience. And we're going to discuss later on. It's good or bad for you. So Ayu plus Ved is the text, sacred text, a sacred knowledge which make you alive, which tell you how to live your life, how you can get long and healthy life. So this knowledge is very sacred, which disclosing the secret about how you can start living your life, how one person should connect with the nature peacefully. So Ayurveda. So Ayurveda, next long and healthy life, which Ayurveda talked about it. Why we require long and healthy life? And yes, I'm giving you this task, that question, what you gonna do with your long and healthy life? Because Ayurveda give you the long and healthy life. And the things which we're gonna discuss about in the coming session, it's gonna disclose you will get long and healthy life. But the question, what you gonna do with it? So you can write it down anything. Maybe it could be you're traveling, or you want to become social worker, or you want to add so many good things in the life. Whatever desire you are having, or so many desire, or single desire, okay, you can just talk about it. Just write those things, and anytime I'll just take from you. So this is the question, what you gonna do with the long and healthy life? Okay. But Ayurveda, as I told you, I'm taking the reference from the Swami Vagbharji. Okay. Swami Vagbharji write one text, Asian text, that is Ashtanga Hridayam, the book name. Ashtanga Hridayam, in that he explained beautifully. Okay, lovely. So in Ashtanga Hridayam, he explained beautifully about what a person, human being, there's a four purpose of the human being. That's why he required the long and healthy life to fulfill these four purposes. But before going into that, you should understand the health. We are talking about health, right? Oh, we should get the healthy body or these things. But what do you mean by the health? The health which is the media is portraying you having the good muscles, the abs, 6 or 8 maybe abs, the muscular body, the muscles, or the shape, perfect, especially for female S shape, right? This is the health we are talking about, the perfect ideal body shape, perfect figure, or the abs, the muscles. The WHO defined the definition of the health, mental and physical well-being. And later on, he include also social well-being as well. But this is only the health. Your mind is fit, your physical body is healthy, you have the perfect shape. That is the health. Ayurveda increase this, bring the holistic approach towards the human well-being. Human well-being, the complete human well-being. The 5 aspects of the human well-being. It's not only the physical. Yes, you require physical, mental, physical, mental, then emotional, then social and spiritual well-being. A human who is having all these 5 well-being, he considered to be healthy in the Ayurveda. Even one of the thing is disturbed, it's gonna affect the rest of the well-being. Let's take the one example. A person who is spiritually sick. Spiritually sick means a person who is, for example, religious. Like I'm Hindu, I'm Christian, I'm Muslim, and started believing on my belief. And started, when I'm believing rigidly, I'm orthodox towards my belief. So I started developing hatred towards the other rest of the belief system. I'm not accepting the other culture. This hatred. So I'm not socializing with the other community. There's a Christian community, other religion as well, but I'm not able to accept it because I have my own terms, my own belief, or rather I'm believing in the God concept, the concept of the God. So the people who are not believing in the concept of the God, I started hating them. And this, my spiritual imbalance come into my emotional, cause the emotional imbalance, isn't it? And social as well. It create the chaos in the society. I targeting them with and start arguing with them. So my social connection is affected. So social connection is affected. My emotional connection is affected. And so it shows that I'm mentally and physically, it's going to project on my mind. And then it's naturally, eventually come to my body. I get the psychosomatic problems as well. Or if you are physically sick, you get the diarrhea or cold. Are you involved in the social gathering? Are you ready for the party? Attending any ceremony? It could be any ceremony. But when you are sick, you are not maintaining the social connection. You're emotionally sensitive. You want to cry. You are become very sensitive towards when you are sick. You require the family member, but not the stranger. That time you're not thinking about the spirituality. You're not able to think about the liberation or the other Kaivalya or moksha or other things. You get the diarrhea, you're just frustrated, you're agitated. Or you get the constipation. I'm talking about the small, simple disease, which everybody affected by that. It disturbs your whole well-being. That time you're not thinking about I should practice the yoga or I should do meditation. You cannot do. So health include this whole 5 well-being, the holistic approach towards the human well-being. We cannot ignore one thing. If one thing is ignored, it's going to affect the rest of the thing. So tomorrow class, we're going to talk about the other things as well. But I hope you understand. Any question till here related to today's session?
Personally, I myself sometimes thinking about spiritual things when I get sick. But most of all, maybe just social can be missing during physical disease. I'm not sure that all the 5 will miss. Just maybe mental and spiritual keep more like stronger even sometimes.
Of course. The point I'm saying, when you are affected with the small disease, like diarrhea, you're getting it, or cold, you are getting it, that time you're not able to do certain things. I'm not saying, I'm talking about the religious belief, but if you get awakened, and you are following the meditation, like you get the psychosomatic problems, that time the meditation gonna help you. You're following the spirituality, not religious. Religion and the spirituality, there's a very thin line between it. Spirituality, you're opening your mind. Even some people in the spirituality, they start following the one concept, like Buddhism. The monks, they start following the rules and regulation of the Buddhism. They stick to that thing, but sometimes they're suppressing the people who are not having those things. If you're following correctly the path of the spirituality and you are open towards everyone, then it's okay, then everything would be sorted out. But then your spirituality make you rigid, make you orthodox. Because I met many people, they become very rigid. Even I practice myself in the Vipassana, and people 20 years, 30 years, they are practicing the Vipassana, is a kind of Buddhist meditation. They become very rigid towards the practice of Vipassana, and they start denouncing the rest of the world. It's a kind of suppression that lead towards the anger, frustration, anxiety, and disconnection with the social things. That's I'm talking about it. There's a two-way. Maybe the spirituality, if you choose this, you understand the spirituality correctly, and you open up your mind, and you get the compassion towards everybody, then you are on the right track. But what happened most of the time, majorly, this thing happened when you're following the path of the spirituality, you disconnected with the social gathering. That's happened, but you start developing the hatred. That's happened in my family as well. You're gonna meet with lots of people, but yes, spirituality also bring compassion, love, affection. If you understand the concept, there's a two there's a two things you will get. One, suppression completely and putting yourself in completely isolation, and second, you develop more compassion and love, and you empathize with that people who are not understanding your concept, your way of living the life, and you try to make them understand. If not, even you're not forcing them, but you empathize with them, you're still loving them. If that will come, then you are on the right track. Clear, Bharat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. I meant just if, for example, I feel some disease, and I start finding what is the cause of it. Maybe I was not too kind to someone, or I offended someone. Then I become more compassionate and loving to those people, and not so always maybe all these five well-beings decrease. Maybe from my disease can be like a starting point of improving in spirituality, not
Of course,
like,
through the meditation, you can cure all the disease. I cure myself as well with the therapy, and I've seen the miracle is happening, especially in psychosomatic and mental related issues would be sorted out when you are practicing the meditation. But yes, there's a two-way to understand, and I'm just putting the point that which way you have chosen. If you choose in the right track, then you come up with all the solution and you get all the well-being. But if you start following in the other direction and developing and just completely disconnected with the people, the common people who are stupid, who are not able to understand, and you just hating them that why they are not understanding, then you have to look towards your spirituality goal, then which direction you are going. So you can check. This is the checking point. So we're gonna end the session. Now you have the next class, and tomorrow we'll continue from here. Om Shanti, and bless you guys. Mangal. Meet you in meditation
Thank you very
class.
much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear.